Russia is expected to declare a temporary ceasefire in and around 2 Ukrainian cities that have faced heavy bombardment. Russian forces are set to stop fighting to allow people in Mariupol and Volnovakha a safe passage out. Mariupol has been under siege for days, with residents facing a shortage of electricity, food and water.
The Warsaw-Berlin train pulls into Berlin Central. Now, every 2 hours, there are hundreds of Ukrainian refugees arriving in the German capital, exhausted but relieved. In the basement, 1,000 volunteers take turns to welcome them, give them food, drink, the basics. Free train tickets are being distributed to those who want to carry on their journey. Buses too for people wanting to join family in France. In the German capital, the authorities say they are capable of taking in 20,000 people over the coming days. But the Berlin reception centre is already at full capacity. 10,000 war refugees arrived this Friday in Berlin.
Russia is blocking Facebook in its country, according to its communications regulator on Friday. Russia said that Meta Platform's Facebook was being blocked for restricting state-backed channels. In a statement posted on Twitter, Meta's head of global affairs, Nick Clegg, said the company would continue to do everything it could to restore its services. It read in part, quote, "Soon, millions of ordinary Russians will find themselves cut off from reliable information, deprived of their everyday ways of connecting with family and friends, and silenced from speaking out." TASS news agency reported on Friday that Russia has also restricted access to Twitter. Russia has made several moves to crack down on foreign news media in recent days. It also blocked the websites of the BBC, Deutsche Welle, and Voice of America for what it said was false information about the war in Ukraine.
EU is now responding to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's request for ammunition by donating 1 million rounds of U.S. military-grade ammo to defense forces.
Sandra, this is a really unique donation. It is not food, blankets, and clothing and toiletries for those who have fled the country. This is going straight to the men and women who are on the front lines. And the ammo they need the most right now is for the AK-47. It's a little bit bigger than some of this ammunition you see right here. This is now being sent to the folks over there, 1 million of these. What does 1 million rounds of ammunition look like? Well, come over here, let's show you. Each of these crates carries about 60,000 rounds of ammunition. This is obviously a little bit different. This is what you would see on the machine gun of an Apache helicopter on top of a tank. But right now, they shipped 16 of these crates over to Europe, where they are now waiting to get final approval before they are allowed into Ukraine. And that is expected in the next few days.
A Russian millionaire making headlines for offering a bounty for Putin's arrest. Nick Smith has the details.
Nicole, his name is Alex Konyanikin. He's a California-based Russian-born entrepreneur and executive producer of Amazon Prime's Unicorn Hunters. And he's offering $1 million to any military officer who arrests Vladimir Putin as a war criminal. This is the wanted dead or alive poster San Francisco investor Alex Konyanikin posted on Facebook and LinkedIn, but it has since been taken down. Konyanikin appears with actor Lance Bass and Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak on Amazon Prime's Unicorn Hunters, but he's made a bigger splash by trying to catch Russian President Vladimir Putin for mass murder. Konyanikin posted a promise to pay $1 million to the military officer or officers who comply with their constitutional duty and arrest Putin as a war criminal under Russian and international laws for invading Ukraine.
Well, according to the report, the attacker engaged two guards at an entrance to a Shia mosque in the city of Peshawar, in the old part of the city. One guard was killed instantly, the other sustained critical injuries and is said to be in serious condition. But then the suicide bomber got inside that mosque. There was a Friday prayer being held by worshippers there, and then detonated his device inside the building, causing a high number of casualties.
The Malian army says a jihadist attack on a military camp in the country's central region on Friday killed 27 soldiers and 47 terrorists were neutralized. The fighting, the army said, left 33 soldiers injured, while 7 remained missing. But a French military source said hundreds of jihadists attacked a camp of around 150 soldiers, putting the death toll between 40 and 50. The Mondoro base is near Mali's border with Burkina Faso and has previously been targeted by jihadists fighting the Malian state and foreign forces.